Our final senior of the night also couldn't be here, but we're lucky enough to have his dad here to speak on his behalf. He's a three-time winner of the Jim Howie Unsung Hero Award. He's also a candidate for the Derek Hines Unsung Hero Award, which is awarded nationally. He's most known for his willingness to block shots for the Lakers. He has over 300 blocked shots for Lake Superior State University in his career. He finished on this season second among defensemen in plus-minus rankings. He's a 2014 WCHA Scholar Athlete Award winner, and he also has one pane of broken glass to his credit at Lake Superior State University. He's the son of Rick and Mitzi Bruneteau. He's your captain, number 27, Matt Bruneteau. I believe Rick is coming up to speak on himself.
Andrew, I'm glad you were there to buffer me from Sternberg. You know, Matt told me before I got here today that there's no place in the world he'd rather be right now than Lake Superior State. I mean, he really felt bad about not being able to be here this weekend. And so much so that, you know, I knew he loved the school, I knew he loved the community, he obviously loved you guys, but I didn't realize the extent of it until he told me I had to drive 935 miles to say thank you. You know, he gave me very specific directions. So if I miss somebody, it's my fault, not his. But he really, he just said to me, Dad, he goes, I gotta say thank you to these people. They've been really good to me. You know, when you start out and you think about this, my perspective is going to be a little bit different as a parent than as one of the players. I can maybe look at things a little bit differently. But I want to start out by talking to the coaches. You know, coaching is so much more than just X's and O's. And I've had kids in multiple Division I hockey programs. And what I really think is important when it's all over and done and over with is what kind of role models they are. I mean, my view of the coaches is that they're probably going to be the most significant role models our kids have, other than ourselves. So when I look at Tim and Doug and Jim Rock and Richie Mitro, these guys who have a lot of integrity, who made my kid not only a better hockey player, but a better person. I think that's really important. There's a lot of other people around this program that have been very good to our kids. Paul, thank you for everything you've done for Matt. You've welcomed him into your home. He loves your family. You know, Matt was a kid growing up who, when he was in kindergarten, when my wife would drop him off at school, he'd say, Mom, what's for supper tonight? And then when she'd tuck him in at night, he'd say, Mom, what's for breakfast tonight? So I was more likely to hear about what your wife was serving for dinner than I was about how practice went. You know what I mean, when he'd call home. So that was always important. Right now he's in Wheeling, West Virginia, and he says there aren't any good restaurants here. So, you know, it's kind of like the same thing with all the other guys. Matt, thank you for keeping Matt in the lineup. You know, I know you probably had to do a lot of tune-up on him as well because he gets pretty banged up. But I think he played most of the games without missing any. So, you know, you did a very good job with him. Wes and Keith, he told me that you're two guys that don't get enough credit. And he knows how much the guys on the team value you guys. I don't even know where to look because I don't know who anybody is. But anyway, he said that he wanted to make sure I thank you guys. And you know, from the time Matt was just a little kid, I don't know if you may not be aware, my father and my uncle both played for the Detroit Red Wings. So his hockey heritage was always important to him and our family. We've always taught him to respect the game. So he especially valued guys like Chummy and Gilly, because they're a link between the present and the past. And they've been around this program forever, and this program has a very rich heritage. And the connection that those guys bring to the younger guys has been very, very important to Matt. He's really enjoyed the two of them as well. The Blue Liners. I used to be on the board of directors of the Blue Line Club for UNO for many years. I know what you guys do. And I have to tell you, their experience would be half as good without you as it is with you. You guys give so much, and I don't think we can say thank you enough for everything you do for our kids, and it's very appreciated. In particular, Harold and Chris, thank you for everything you do and organizing everything. And Jan and Virginia, the Selkies, and again, the food theme, thank you for feeding them. He also wanted to, make sure that I thanked some of the faculty members, particularly Deb McPherson, Sally Childs, and Jody and Joe Susie. Jody was his advisor. And I'm a surgeon, and I never thought I'd be talking to my son about muscle physiology, but they really got him interested in this stuff, and he became very enthusiastic about learning. So, that's what this is all about, after all. Sports information, Linda, Ned, and Eddie wanted me to thank you guys for everything that you've done for them, and Pete and Rachel for everything you do, whether it be photographs, and just kind of keeping the kids tuned up. You guys have a special place in his heart as well. Matt's always been a kid who's sort of been about team. He's not going to be a guy who's very worried about his individual statistics, since they're pretty much non-existent. He's a kid who has always been about, being the guy who sticks up for his teammates and does the team stuff. So the guys who are most important to him in the room here are his teammates. Very hard for him not to be here for you guys. Now, he told me, in particular, he was concerned about not having a chance to say bye to Dan and Andrew. He said, "Don't worry about Kevin. He follows me everywhere I go." He said, "If I play in Europe, he'll be there." Anyway, thank you for everything, guys. This has been a great experience for my son. He feels very badly that he can't be here. I mean, it's been a long 4 years together, and started turning anyway, he said to me, he feels like he's going to leave a little of himself in Sault Ste. Marie, but he's going to take a lot of you guys with him. So.